Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for, it's Temperance, it could be Sagittarius, hello. For everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading, excuse me, but it's been a romantic reading, but because of Ronageddon, anything goes. I mean, this could be your job, this could be your family, friends, so now more than ever, because everything's just in upheaval. Many of us have never lived through something like this, so yeah. Aren't telling you for Sagittarius. Okay. Some balance and calm. Perhaps things have just re-normalized for you, restabilized. There's kind of harmony and balance right now, some perspective, some time alone to think. Curious. You're an essential worker or first responder. Thank you for your service. Perhaps that's you coming off of a 15-day shift. All right. Well, okay, there it is. 4 of Wands. All right. 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, this could be Libra, 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles, the Devil. Okay, we can get some water here. My throat feels fine. Got a little tickle in it just now. Oops. And I spilt a little bit. Hold on. I had the other light on, but the glare was such that it was in the cards. So 9 of Cups about percentage. This is. What are they? Oh, this is about you needing to, it feels like you need to take what they're telling you at face value, because if you press, they're going to go on the warpath. Consider that this is someone that thinks, they themselves thinks they will always be one step ahead of you. Just saying. I don't know if this is someone that's, I don't know if this is someone you really want to work something out with, because it feels like they're going to tell you one thing but have an agenda in other way. Okay, what's this 9 of Cups? It feels like this could be someone that's a bit vindictive. I hate to say that, but it feels like, what's this 9 of Cups? That's a Hierophant. That could be Taurus. What's this Queen of Swords about? Queen of Swords. Sagittarius. 7 of Pentacles. This 10 of Swords about? 8 of Cups. What's this 4 of Swords? 4 of Wands. I said 4 of Swords. What's this 4 of Wands? Hermit. Aren't we all? Sheltering in place. Thinking about stuff. Falling down rabbit holes. Getting nostalgic about everything and reaching out to people. And what's this 4 of Cups? The Lovers. Could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. This could be Virgo. This feels like someone that is wanting to think about whether they're not telling you something. At first it felt like, is this somebody that's kind of petty or vindictive? That's like, no, we're fine, but they're going to sit there and just because they're mad at you. No, this is someone that's not playing any. I mean, I thought they might be vindictive at first, but I don't think that. I think this is someone that's just wanting to get in control of their life and make decisions for their best interest, and they're taking a breather from they're not telling you anything different than what they've done, which is, I need to think about this. I need some time to think about this. What's this Hierophant? Hanged Man, that could be Pisces. What's this Queen of Pentacles? 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is somebody that feels like they're over what once was, and unless you can come correct with a solution, they don't want this connection anymore. Not that you're at fault, but this is someone that is just like, I can't keep going the way we've been going. I can't be a part of this if we're going to keep going the way we've been going. What's this 10 of Swords? King of Swords. So we got King and Queen of Swords here. This is someone, I think that they're wanting you to come up with there's the 8 of Pentacles. They're wanting you to work on this. They're wanting you to come up with a solution on how to fix this. They're wanting you to make effort. And it's almost like they're like this, and they're still, it feels like things are open, but they're not going to move towards you. They want you to make movement towards them. They're laying this at your feet to resolve, and they're basically calling into question this connection, and like, you know what, I'm ready. I'm okay leaving it here if that's where we need to leave it. Like, they've said their piece, and then that's it for them. That's it. So I think it depends on what you want to do with what they said. And this is the weirdest thing, but it reminds me of, I'm just going to say it, being mean girled, because you've got someone that's kind of giving you an ultimatum, like, well, I'm going to be happy either way. And that's not to say that, it didn't need to happen, but it feels like they're just acting like nothing's wrong and everything's fine, which kind of makes you feel like crap because you're probably hurting and you're like, okay, you just don't care at all. And they're like, nope, I'm fine. I'm good. No, actually, I'm quite rational. I'm totally rational. I'm good. I'm so good. And you're like, okay, ow. Like there's very little wiggle room here. And not that, you want them falling apart, but it kind of feels like they're not giving you much to go on or work with. And it's like, being ignored the whole time or being like given the silent treatment or punished and it's like, can we just talk about what's going on? But it's not that simple because there's a lot going on here. Like this, it's come to this person wanting to be left alone to figure out if they want to continue with this or not. So something's not right, obviously. I mean, it's not built on someone just being petty, but they're to the point where there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do. I mean, we got 10 of Swords and 8 of Cups here, and they're like ready for this unless you can come up with a different way to deal with each other. They're like so out the door. So I don't know. It feels like I just don't like that 9 of Cups because it feels void of any kind of connection. And yet there's some pretty strong feelings behind them wanting to pull back and make this disconnect and leave it in your court. And I'm sure they've explained it to you. But they just don't know if they can keep going, and this Devil probably has a lot to do with it. They don't know if they can keep going with the way things are, and they'd rather be by themselves and look forward to their future than to keep going with the way things are. And it could be that they want you to work on yourself, and they're blaming this whole thing on you and not letting go of something and not, you know what I mean? Like whatever your issues are is what torpedoed the relationship. That may or not be very fair, but I don't think that this person, I think it's just come to this. I think it's come to them being kind of cold about this, which is a shame because then that just makes you feel like a whipped puppy. If you do want to pursue or chase or make an effort, you just kind of feel like you're groveling, and that's, ugh, What's this Devil about? The World. The thing is, I think, the world, yeah, because of what's going on right now. I mean, what can we do out there? But this is bigger than what's going on. This was problems before. This is a long time coming. This is someone that it feels like they're spoiling for a fight. Like they're ready to assert themselves. If you don't come correct in their mind, this is someone that is ready. And this is a 5 of Wands here. It just, I don't know, Sag. I'm not advocating either way. On the one hand, it's like there's a reason why they feel like this, where it's just like come to this, where they're just like, I'm calling this connection in question here. I don't know. I want time by myself. I want to think about what I want to do. I want to think about whether I want to continue to go in this vein with you, or I just want to, cut losses here and go in a different direction. But I do know that I want time to think. That's what they're saying. And it feels like what's done is done, and there's only like a sliver of the door open still. And it's almost like if you were to make any kind of effort, they'd be like right in your face with a wand going, because right now things are kind of calm and things are kind of like, okay, just let's just breathe. Everybody take a minute. But it feels like it needs to be left that way because it kind of feels like this person is like sitting in a place of advantage that they're not willing to give up. They're not willing to compromise or meet you halfway anymore. And I think they feel wronged. And it's to the point where like they've made it so that they can just walk away and they're insulated. So whatever happens between you and them won't affect them. It's come to this for them. It's come to where they're kind of void of emotion about this. And they're just thinking about logical next steps. So it's almost like, what's the point? Are they just wanting you to, and then that's where that petty side came out. In the beginning when I was like, I think they're being vindictive or petty because it's almost like they want you to try so they can slap you down because they're mad. They're not telling that's what it is. There it is. They're mad. They're mad, but they're not going to own up to being mad. And they've already got one foot out the door and they're already thinking about what their next steps are. And this is someone but I don't think they lashed out. I just think it came to this. Maybe they didn't tell you. Maybe they're just not even open to even talking about it because it's just come to this and they're like, it's just too far gone. It's just, I just got to figure out what next move is and then I'll be out of your hair. Like they're already out the door. It doesn't feel like they want to stay and fight and work it out. It feels like they'll just lash out if they're pestered or bothered because they're already thinking about what's in front of them. They're not thinking about you two. I don't like it when people do petty things, and then they're like, no, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm totally fine. It's like, what are you? Like, I don't think this is that. To be fair, I don't think someone's being petty here. I think it came to this, and they've said what's what, and they're already looking forward, not forward, but they're already looking ahead in their own life. And unless you can come up with something really, a way to fix this, I think they're hoping, or in their mind, they're like, look, if you were to take time to fix this, okay, but it can't just happen overnight. So I'm going to go over here and do my own thing and look forward, look ahead for my own well-being and future at this point. And for them, it's like they're telling you, look, you've got stuff to work on. And if you can come to me with solutions, if you can come to me with how to fix this, then I might listen. But there's also the fact that they're going to have words here, and we've got some cards of wanting calm and peace. And so I think they're laying a lot of the drama and a lot of the issues that you two have. It's come to this. There's been enough of these issues that they just want peace and quiet and calm. And it's come to this as far as they're concerned. And they've been pushed to their limit. What's this? Well, this is interesting. How could you still love me after all I've done? Okay, I don't know who's saying that. I don't feel like this is... I feel like that'd be something maybe you would say, just because of what this reading is showing, how they think about you. Like, are we dealing with addiction? Are we dealing with, too little too late here? What is it? Because this is someone that's just, it feels like there's anger and they just want peace. They're doing this out of self-preservation. They want their life back. They want their happy back. A bit much, but okay. I mean, but I get it. I mean, things come to this, so, but it's not done. That's the thing. It's not done. I think if you were to work on something and come back in their mind, if you were to, because we got the Eight of Pentacles here. Like, I think that they're saying you need to work on stuff, but then they still would be open, I think, if you were to correct the things that they are laying at your feet here. Not now, but because they need some time. This is someone who needs some time. This is someone who needs some time. What they're not telling you is that they still are pretty attached to this relationship, and they're really disappointed that it didn't work out. They know they need to get themselves to practical safety. They need to take care of themselves right now. They need to look out for themselves at this point and consider their future just for themselves right now. But there's still an attachment to the relationship. But they are not. That's what it was. That's what it was. When I was like, they're like, no, everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm good. But then they're going to, it's not that. They're saying, what they're not telling you is that there's still an attachment to the relationship. They're telling you that, nope, I'm good. I got to look forward to the future myself. You need to work on some stuff. I'm out of here. But they're still attached to the relationship. So it's not pettiness. It's the fact that they don't want you to know that they still have a chance, because this quite possibly could be very codependent. At least they're just like, something's got to give. We can't keep doing like this. And if they tell you that, yeah, but I still love you, or I still care, I'm still attached to this, then they feel like you won't be accountable or own up to what they think you need to work on. So that's why they're not telling you, because they don't want you to have an out, or they don't want you to think they're cutting you some slack so that you can get back in there. Yeah, okay. They want time to think. They want you to take time to work on things, to get things sorted for yourself. And they want you to come, well, I don't know if they want you to come back, but if there's any way of this working out, it would be because time has gone by and because you've made an effort to change things that they're thinking is they can't deal with anymore in the relationship. That's for Sagittarius. Four of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fours. Holy cow. So, yeah, this is someone that if things don't change, they're out the door. And right now, there's nothing to do but take time. Like that, things have changed now, but for the final, if things don't change, if there isn't change made, and their position is they're already looking ahead to the future by themselves, unless something were to change over time. But for right now, in the immediate future, it's them by themselves. This is interesting, though, because who's saying that? How could you love me after all that I have done? Who's saying that? This is not someone slinking away out of shame or guilt. This is someone saying, I can't do this anymore. I've got to look out for myself. What's for Sagittarius? What's for Sagittarius? Ace of Cups reversed and the World reversed. It's not over. See? It's not over. This could be, we got a sick world going on right now. The whole world's on fire. Ronageddon. Okay. But this also could be that we got an incompatible situationship going on here that is not finished. That this is someone just simply walking away, but there's unfinished business because it's a very practical decision. It's out of self-preservation that they have to detach and only be to themselves. This is not just someone that's like, oh, Ronageddon, I'll see you when this is over. There's still a connection there. This is someone that's walking away regardless of Ronageddon because it's come to this in their mind. They need safety, stability, and for things to really calm down. We had that Temperance come out in the beginning. So, okay, all right. And you two are, it feels like you're not in connection anyway. Like that you're just kind of like, okay, well, you actually are taking the time to think about this also. And I'm glad for that because it would really not do it wouldn't be proactive to just come up with a quick fix. This didn't get messed up overnight. It's not going to get fixed overnight. So right now it's the best for you two to just kind of take it easy and be in your separate corners. And I feel like for the Sages I'm reading for that you're not happy about you two not being together. I feel like you're still thinking about them just like they're still thinking about you, but they're taking these steps out of self-preservation. And I feel like it's not done. And I feel like, again, the Sages I'm reading for are not happy about this. So I'm not dealing with, I'm not reading for the Sages that are like, oh, no way, and throwing things at the screen and yelling at me and all that. No, I'm dealing with kind of a broken-hearted Sag here. Just saying. Okay. So you've got some thinking to do about whether you want to walk away or not, or what. But for right now, yes, you do need to walk. You need to leave this alone for right now. You two both need time to rest and to heal and to take care of yourself, especially with what's going on out there. But in the coming months, it'll be your choice how you want to handle this, because this person is still attached to it. As much as they've removed themselves, they're still attached, thinking about it anyway. They're going to be doing things to take care of themselves, and but they're still going to. It's like they'll still be approachable after some time has gone by. This is a tough one because it's not done. It's not done. It's not done. Got some thinking to do. Okay, all right. Sag, much love and support to you for this month of May. Please take care of yourself and take it easy. Just give yourself some time. You've got a lot going on lately. We all do, but self-care is key here. All right, love and support to you. I hope to see you in the next reading, and I hope this was helpful and you take it easy, okay?